Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Mike, 120!
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And Adams has it, complete. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
Now this throw caught left side. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Wentz throwing complete to Arcega-White. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
Here we go. 180! It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, we're 5-2. Come here. Hey, echo.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Dante Fowler in on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun. Wentz looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. In a game of this magnitude, it's always good to get out to a great start. But a game of this magnitude, you go up early, that's a big deal.
It's a huge deal. Psychologically, you now have the advantage as well as on the scoreboard. And also, it's a settling effect for your team. You're in it now. You've got the lead. Let's just go play some more ball.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive. And they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Samson Abuka, his second sack of the night.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Fielded just inside the 20. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's got Todd Gurley. Wave goodbye. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Marr on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet.
Trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The first down run with Gurley, a good one. He gets forward for 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Goff now looking to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check, check, check.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. He may try and run for this, and he lost the football. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
After the run, Goff going to throw. That's going to be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
At the 2-yard line.
They come up in an offset eye. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Let's get off the field. Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now 3rd and goal.
They'll come out in the pistol. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Marr able to put this one through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half, maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Let's go, D.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards on the ground. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I'm here all day. Kill. Here, 59 Mike. Check, 59.
Wentz now on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Adams, 46 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Don't say nothing.
On first down, gone. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. And now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Second and 10, Goff again. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing again is gone. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
You draw quarter. You gotta be ready. Don't be scared of it. Check 43. Check safety. He's checking.
Outside, solid.
Check.
On first down, Carson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. They shakes him off. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now watch one. Check 37.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 43-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's gone. And his throw here's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
third quarter and you've got the lead, you're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, they run with Gurley. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Come on.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Chris Jones gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chris Jones able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Extra hut. 20. Tighten up. Pull it together. 49, check 49, check 49.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Switch.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Yeah.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
He's coming, double up.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. He gets it to Gurley. Complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Check 99. Under 10.
They're running with Gurley. going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. Todd Gurley unable to get it past the line. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They run it with Carson, and he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 yards on the carry there, and that will be the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to pull a bit closer.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
58, right over there. Yeah.
Protein spill.
He's timing you.
Kill.
You go tight. You got tight.
Hey, exit.
You got tight right there.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. This will be taken short.
The Rams will go first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Right.
Here we go, tonight. Black 20.
Here we go. Watch out.
Yet another count here at about the 23-yard line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Back to throw, Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey, man.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run again with Carson. And an alley to run. he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Carson, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Chris Carson taking it in, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this. And Gurley, he fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On first down, it's Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 12, Wentz. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Shit. Kill. Mike spot 9. All day.
Sunday.
Rush in.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Elliott puts this one through. And we are all tied here in the final stages. Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Gurley with a carry on first down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Here's Johnny Hekker now. He's been terrific. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Here we go. 20.
I'm going to come back to you.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And his kick is indeed good. And the Eagles are going to win the football game. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business, because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.